Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball chat. Greetings, football family. Happy Football Sunday. Happy Ball Chat Football Sunday to the football family. Welcome to Ball Chat Podcast. My name is Benton Lawson, one of your hosts, part of the family, along with the great. Come on, and Junior, what going on, family? How you guys doing?
We're all right.
Well, depressing. You sound depressing. Come on. Junior, what going on, my brethren? Long time, I say we need to roll, blink up on them Sunday and kick some ball. Because right now it's better you play ball than watch Manchester United.
Aye.
What, Junior? Do you have any further comments, family?
Ole out.
Ole out. Football family, Ball Chat Podcast, all about reviewing some of the week's major news in the world of football. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to the channel, this is what we do every Sunday, 5 Eastern Standard Time. We review some of the major news in the world of football. Today we have EPL Roundup. We'll discuss the major news in this weekend's EPL action. We'll also discuss Ethan Pinnock and Brentford impressive display and injury to Ethan Pinnock and how that potentially could affect the Reggae Boys. We'll also get set up for Champions League games coming down this week. We'll preview and discuss the Champions League matches coming down. We'll review Jamaican Premier League semi-final matches as Cavalier looking to try to make it to the final. And we'll also wrap up with Yard Ballers highlighting Jamaican players playing their trade overseas. But we always kick it off with Ballers and Bugs, family. Ballers being the impressive players of the week, Bugs being the unimpressive players of the week. If you join us on FlowSports YouTube page, Ball Chat YouTube page, Ball Chat Facebook, Twitter, welcome. You can send on your Ball Chat Ballers of the week. You can send on your Bugs of the week, unimpressive players, and why. Let's get to the Ballers of the week. Come on. Who do you have? Chelsea lost, but I know you have Ballers of the week.
Come on, you're mute.
Why Chelsea lost and come on already this lost our vice. Jesus. Let's do this again.
Sorry,
come on, who do you have as ball of the week? Unmute yourself, family.
I have a couple ballers. So I have to give it to Jamie Vardy. I always talk about Jamie Vardy is one of those old strikers that can do something when he gets the opportunity. So he had a brace in a 2-2 draw with Burnley. I have to, and I don't want to, but I have to big up Arsenal and Arteta. We'll beat them badly when they don't do well. So we have to give them, a shout out when they do well, even though it was Spurs. And everybody know how I feel about Spurs. The entire Brentford crew should really get a baller. They held the mighty Liverpool to a 3-3 draw. So Brentford, Jamie Vardy, and Arsenal, along with Arteta, who everybody is now saying Arteta in.
Arteta in. Football family, send on your ballers and bugs. We'll read them out. Big up Dalton Stewart running in. Junior, let's continue the ballers of the week. Impressive players of the week.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention Mo Salah. 100 goals to Liverpool. I'm sorry. My apologies. Because Liverpool beat me. So Mo Salah actually should get a shout out as well.
Junior, come on and take off another ballers away from you, but go forward with your baller, Junior.
Pep Guardiola. Pep, last week I said, you all are Chelsea. I sat on the show there. Everybody at them granny pick Chelsea. This is going to be the week when we're going to come out and say, Pep had a masterclass. And you know what he did? He did have a masterclass. He's bringing a knife to a gunfight and is beating the gunman with 100 cuts. Oh. So we'll have to give it to Pep. My one ball of the week. Now go off on bug of the week. Let's not make it no friend now. Get the dump button ready. Get the beat button ready because I'm going to go off on bug of the week, but that's my ball of the week.
Is the gun empty, Junior? I mean, gunman didn't have any bullets.
No, the gun is loaded. 2 shells gun is loaded, but him watch too much gun show. So him try act like him is some urban cowboy. Instead of just fire him shot, him try shoot trick shots. We'll talk about it.
We'll get to that when we discuss Chelsea versus Man City in our EPL roundup. My ballers of the week. I gotta give a big baller of the week to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, I thought, was fantastic in that defeat of Chelsea, sitting beside Rodri sometime at the base of that midfield, helping out Man City to a very, very vital victory. Some things don't show up on stat sheets, but Bernardo Silva was absolutely impressive. Deserve a ball of the week, and I think he also got Man of the Match award for his impressive display. I also want to give a ball of the week to Ethan Pinnock. As someone alluded to and acknowledged earlier on, Ethan Pinnock and the Brentford crew, big them up. They were fantastic. There's a feisty outfit, and they drew with the mighty Liverpool. Ethan Pinnock scored his first EPL goal, so big up yourself, family, although he picked up an injury. Reggae boys on Ethan Pinnock. And ball of the week, we always want to give a youngster an acknowledgement. Florian Wirtz of Bayer Leverkusen scored his 10th goal in the Bundesliga, the youngest player to have scored 10 goals in a single season. He broke the record once held by one Mr. Lukas Podolski. So big up to Florian Wirtz. 10 goals scored at 18 years and 145 days. Ball of the week to the kid, and he's in good company joining Mr. Podolski. Let's get to bug of the week and highlight the bugs of the week. Junior, before we get to bugs, any ballers from the family we want to acknowledge? I know Dalton want to acknowledge Arsenal impressive performance.
And Dalton's week is the bees of Brentford, and it sick my stomach to say this. Dirty Arsenal. Jason Frame said Pep ball of the week, go on the bridge, and not just one but dominated. Emil Smith Rowe masterclass, not scored, and Vardy took it upon himself to score a hat-trick. Prime Minister and Dalton, I soon want to say that they bug portion.
Bugs of the week, family. Let's continue the roundup of highlighting players who did well and who didn't do so well with our bugs of the week. Come on, who do you have as the unimpressive players, aka bugs of the week?
I have a couple. So, Nuno must get a bug of the week. I don't know if it's a week or a month or whatever. Nuno should never have taken the Spurs work. He should have stayed at Wolves. He was not the first, second, third, or fourth choice. And I keep telling, you have to know your words. It's like a woman. If you're not the first or second choice, do not go. So Nuno, I'm not sorry for you. Bruno, for scoring that crucial penalty. People are saying, why did Bruno take the PK when Ronaldo was on the pitch? But according to what everybody's saying, Bruno is a designated PK taker. Awful PK. Timo Werner for just being Timo Werner. I am so tired of Timo, and I don't know if Arsenal would do well with a striker. So I think they need to put Timo out there. As a matter of fact, Manchester City, the number 9, Timo would be perfect for Manchester City, cost half of what Harry Kane would cost. So I think he should look to go to City. Lukaku, for just not being great. I am sorry. I am a Chelsea fan through and through, but I am not a Lukaku fan. Lukaku scored a goal, yes, but I don't think he's worth the hype or the money. I do not think Lukaku is an all-rounded striker. We had 0 shots on target. I'm sorry. And Chelsea, the entire Chelsea squad, we had 0 shots on target, 0 shots off target. That means nobody even tried. That's awful. And we had 40% possession. So Chelsea, that include the coach, Matida Uno, Lukaku, Timo, Bruno, and Nuno.
Therapy session, football family. Junior, we're going to get to your bugs of the week. Therapy session. We're not even going to read out or remind family of what Camon just said. She has a bug of bugs. It's an infestation, as Junior would say. But we want to big up El Pistolero. Big up yourself, family. El Pistolero says, Emmy Martinez gets a baller of the week. Emilio Martinez with some S-housery as he demanded Cristiano Ronaldo take the penalty and not Bruno Fernandes. And so Emmy Martinez of Aston Villa gets a ball of the week from El Pistolero and the football family. Junior, let's continue the bugs of the week. Who do you got, family? And now Junior has lost his voice. Unmute yourself, family.
not muted. I am talking.
Well, speaking to the mic, Manchester United fan, so we can hear you.
I am. My parents watch. I have a young cousin that watch the show, and he wants to be on the show. I don't want to scare them, right? But last week I come on the show and I said, look, Luke Shaw is going to get injured. Didn't I say that?
Yes, you said Luke Shaw, Ollie was setting up Luke Shaw for a failure, and he's going to be injured. Yes, your goat mouth salt him up.
Not no goat mouth.
Just get to your bug of the week.
The sun rises in the east. It's not goat mouth if you say that. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the dumbest coach I've ever seen coaching a good side. How the hell you have Pogba playing on the left wing? Why the hell you have McTominay and Fred playing together? And for Bruno and this penalty, Ole is supposed to get 50 slap. We remember when Jamaica get the free kick and we sit down on the show and talk about how Damian Lowe run from all the way to the back for come dictate who take the penalty. Well, Fridge is injured, so he didn't have to feel, so we can't really blame Fridge. But Pogba, don't look for Ronaldo and tell him about don't take no penalty. You're mad, man. That alone forget slapping him face, man. Ole, you don't have no sense.
Disclaimer, those are the views of Junior. Let's get the disclaimer.
Violent bad.
Every Manchester United fan the world over. Ole is a bug and he is infesting Manchester United. Big idiot coach. Tuchel, big idiot coach. The Champions League win what Chelsea had last year, come on and company, enjoy it here, because that was Tuchel coaching freely. What we saw at PSG is what we saw from Tuchel yesterday. Over coaching in big games. You wouldn't see that in France for PSG because they never had big games at PSG. You know when he had big games? Champions League. And what happened? He get him bottom beat. And yesterday, he got thoroughly thrashed, the best side in England. Go out there and lay an egg at home. So Tuchel and Ole, two big idiot coach. Big idiot coaches.
Junior, focus on your own house and don't disrespect Chelsea, all right?
Red and blue, they're two idiot coach.
But all right, we'll talk about this in the roundup.
Yes, we'll get to a roundup. My bugs of the week. And football family, we'll soon get to a roundup. If you just joined us, welcome to Ball Chat Podcast. Subscribe to the channel, family. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Turn on the notification. We do this every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, my bugs of the week. We're on Ballers and Bugs, highlighting the impressive players of the week and the unimpressive players of the week. My bugs of the week. You know what? CD Olympia, a team out of Honduras, plays in CONCACAF. Yo, this is just really funny and hilarious. CD Olympia defeated Inter Montenegros. I can't even pronounce the name well. Inter Montenegros or Montiagos IMT of Suriname 6-0 in a CONCACAF League match. All right. So what did Suriname's player did? IMT owner, Mr. Ronnie Brunswick, the owner of IMT or Inter Montenegros did. He went to the locker room of CD Olympia players and he handed out cash. He paid them cash. After 6-0 loss, he paid them cash and he said he was just, quote, taking care of them for not doing them that badly. Olympia now is expelled from the competition by CONCACAF for taking money from the owner of the Suriname team. So they get the bug of the week. Brother, you give a team 6-0 and you accept money on video. Now this video is all over social media. Bugs of the week, and CD Olympia players and coach Trofiglio is under pressure as the management says action will be taken. Bug sort of action, and the integrity of the sport was compromised. Let's get to our football roundup and get with EPL. Big game, Chelsea. We said that Man City had to win. Junior and I both picked Man City to win last week. Come on, let's get the bias position.
Haters. That's why I want to turn a pick. But listen to me. as I said earlier, for a big side who everybody I say they're going to win the Premier League, which we're not so sure. How can we have 0 shots on target and we have what? This is the most expensive striker in the Premier League right now. It's madness. And I say it already. All look himself over Lukaku is one-dimensional. If he cannot bully somebody, he cannot score. He not have no finesse. He not have no flair. I mean, he just cannot provide the magic. You have the bullyism, and he just never worked with Manchester City yesterday. Not even one shot off target. Not even give us a Bruno special. Nothing like that. I mean, I get it. I think Tuchel have to give up the team of Werner experiment. I think he's just taking up somebody's spot on the pitch. It's not working. It's not going to work. And I just think yesterday Chelsea kind of disappoint me. I won't say I was embarrassed because it's 1-0 and that's really close. But we should have been more, competitive, and we weren't competitive. Manchester City actually balled Chelsea off the pitch. And I think maybe that's the wake-up call that Tuchel wants or needs, because something needs to be done. We can't make them like a dibbity beside a beat with.
Chelsea fans need to calm down. It's not, the sky's not falling. You lost one game. It's the first loss of the season. Junior, let's talk some sense to the Chelsea fans.
No, it's not. Listen, all right then. We understand we'll not be unbeaten, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to be a team that's going to win every game. But it's how you lose. How you have the most expensive striker in the Premier League this season. I have 0 shots on target. No, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, Tuchel went a bit too conservative. What better game to roll out Mr. Timo Werner? If he doesn't play well in this game, then you can just park him down the bench and say, yo.
They're not going to park him. They went and they got a German coach to come whisper in a Timo Werner ears, and it's not working. Timo Werner ears hold them cock up. They need to stop that. Don't stress me out today, Ben.
Let's get to the unbiased opinion after the biased opinion. Junior, your thoughts on what Man City did well, what Chelsea did so poorly? I mean, it was only a 1-0 victory.
It is more than just a one. All right. It's more
than
a 1-0 victory. Man City. All right. Let's look at the X's and O's of football. Everybody know Manchester City has no striker, right? So their pressure is going to come from the wing, right? That is they are primarily a wing team. Chelsea is one of those very few teams that can play 4-3-3, 4-5-1, 3-5-2. They can even play 3-6-1, right? They can play any formation. They are that deep. Why did Tuchel play 3-5-2 against a team that plays 4-3-3? Why are you playing 3-5-2 against a team? Why you put 2 strikers against a team that is going to press high? You don't need 2 strikers. What you need is a baller in the middle of the field that can take the ball and turn and kick it to the horse up front that would run. What we saw yesterday is Werner taking up Lukaku's space. And it's ironic, it's the same problem with Manu, with McTominay and Fred. You had 2 players playing one position, doing one-man work. So City was playing with 10 outfield players, while Chelsea, in essence, were playing with 9 outfield players, and then asking Marcos Alonso, who everybody and them granny know is limited on defense, to run back and also go up forward and to support the attack, because you have Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante. They didn't have any creative midfielder. So when Man City compressed the game, and remember, this is Pep's strategy is I want 21 players past the half line in the opponent half. That is how Man City play. We're going to have 21 jerseys. Your goalkeeper, your 10 players, and my 10 players past half line. When you put Werner and Lukaku up top, we're going to stand up beside the 2 centre back them. The centre back them will look at him like, yo, brother, you good? Everything all right? Because you're not going to do nothing. Because you don't have no support. So he was just thoroughly outcoached. They lost the game from that lineup was announced. I know Mount not available. I know Pulisic not available. But that was a game that ZH could have started. It was a game that the next German should have started over Werner. And you put on Werner for change of pace in the second half. It just Tuchel
put on Havertz for a change of pace. I mean, I agree. I thought that the experiment or this thing with Timo Werner is a little bit played out. It was just too much for them. Yesterday, I thought Kai Havertz should have started, but Man City also did something good yesterday for once, unlike what they did against in the Champions League final. He actually started a CDM. You know, in the Champions League final, he didn't start a Fernandinho or Rodri. And in the fact that he started a CDM and then actually tell Bernardo Silva to drop in sometimes and help out with Rodri, that's the best I've seen Rodri play. And, Marcos Alonso really got exposed because he was forced to do defense. We know he's not defensively good. His central objective is to get... It's not the end of the world, Chelsea fans.
Listen, I need him to stop doing the 3-5-2. I think it stifled Chelsea's creativity. I think 3-5-2 just I don't like it. I think the 3-4-2-1 is our favored formation. I think it allows Chelsea to be a little bit creative. I don't like it. With Jorginho and Conte in mid, I just don't like it, and I hope he goes. And I think he will. I think he's that kind of coach that will go back and look. And to be honest, though, I like that he took responsibility during the press conference to say, you know what, this didn't work, whatever didn't work. City took the game to us, and then that was a game that I still don't think Jack Grealish worth so much money, but Jack Grealish took it to us. When Reece, he was matched perfectly with Reece, but once Reece got injured and he had Aspie to really, he took him apart. So I think Jack Grealish is the player that will actually help City to move over that bump once they get a striker, once they get a true number 9. But the 3-5-2 for me yesterday, it just did not work versus City. And I hope he realizes that. But yes, it's a deflected shot as well. But it's not that we lost, but it is how we lost. We really did not take the game to Manchester City. And that's a problem for us.
Yeah, he did start it too conservative. I think also the loss of Reece James impacted them, as he also had to bring in Thiago Silva and then move Azpilicueta outside. So it's not the end of the world, Chelsea fans. Let's continue our EPL roundup before we get to Liverpool versus Chelsea. Manchester United family, let's just get the madness out of the way. No, Manchester United game kicked off at a similar time as the Chelsea versus Man City game. Brother, Junior, how do you guys lost this game? And more importantly, why is Pogba playing on the left of a front in a 4-2-3 system, 4-2-3-1 system?
Because we have a big idiot coach. No, I'm gonna say it again.
Why Jadon Sancho didn't start yesterday?
Because we have a big idiot coach. Watch Manchester United and watch any video of Man U. Now, we see other teams play and them talk about the diamond. You know the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And anytime you see the diamond, I think Cholo was the one that they used and said, look at how Atletico Madrid move in a diamond, right? Anytime they put the diamond in. You see the 4 players and them have about 10 yards of space amongst them, and you always have the diamond, right? For Manchester United, it coming like McTominay and Fred have a 5-yard rope connected to them hips. Because anytime it's a Fred in the picture, McTominay is about 5 yards away. So we have 2 players taking up 1 player's space, right? The dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know how you have Michael Carrick, who was a pretty decent holding midfielder for Manchester United, sitting on the bench and watching that foolishness. I don't understand Pogba playing on the left wing. We see Pogba play for France. We see Pogba leading the Premier League in assists, coming out the middle of the field. And for some reason, you say, Pogba, go up on the left. I don't know what was said to Mason Greenwood. But why the hell Greenwood gets so selfish all of a sudden? is so much things going on with this Manchester United team. You can tell there's something going on behind closed doors. And the biggest thing, and the last thing I will ever say about this game, it was the worst game I have ever watched as a Manchester United fan. It's worse than LVG, 90% zero shot on goal. It's worse than Fabian Barthez and Veron on the field for Man U. It's worse than Bebe. Yesterday is the worst game because I saw Dean Smith take an idiot side to Old Trafford and did nothing special and ball my side off the field. Think about that. Any side that got to a quote-unquote big side, you always hear the commentator say, well, here's the coach doing something that he didn't do last week. Dean Smith said, he pretty much said, I am going to play you head up, straight up, man for man. And we're going to show that my 10 is better than your 10. Worst is the worst I've ever felt as a Man U fan yesterday. Because Man U is no different than Southampton. That's all. Old Trafford, theater of dreams. That the theater, you know a theater coming like Odeon. Broke down the little screen tier and the projector. When you turn it on, a beer smoker come out. Man, you done, man.
Aston Villa.
Do that in a real PN.
Aston Villa, this is the first time Aston Villa has defeated Manchester United since 2009 in the EPL.
Yo, Robbie Benton. Robbie T.
Yeah, Aston Villa secured their first Premier League victory over Manchester United in their last 18 meetings since winning 1-0 at Old Trafford in December 2009. So it was also a 1-0 victory. But curiously, I want to ask you, come on. Going into this game, Manchester United versus Aston Villa, Ole made a comment about the penalties and lack thereof for Manchester United. And Manchester United fans definitely have some genuine claims to not getting calls. In the pre-match press conference, he said that since certain coach spoke about the officiating last year, it seems like the referees are reluctant to make the call for penalty. Should there be some fine? What is Ole implying that the coaches are influencing the referee's decision here? I mean, what's going on here with Ole and the statement? Yeah, I mean, I think he was definitely talking Jurgen Klopp.
First of all, Ole needs to shut up his mouth. Are them something that happened? Sorry, come on. Sorry, let's just get the right comment, not to misphrase anything that he says, not to misstate it. He says, quote, there was a certain manager last year who was starting to worry about us getting pens. And after that, it seems like the decisions are more difficult to give, end quote. Go ahead, come on. But you see, it's two things happen this season where we have to laugh. Pep complain about the fans, no fans in the stands. I have a whole rant on pre-press conference foolishness. And guess what? Him get him little butt whoop. Only with the same foolishness or penalties and getting him butt whoop. Focus on the games. And then it is so funny now and ironic that they did get a penalty and they did not convert the penalty. And I think Lee Mason was talking about it where I think for this season, they're saying that the referees are a little bit more lenient. I don't know if you've heard it. They've talked about it, said the officiating has been a little bit more loose. And some things that were called last season, they're not going to call. So they're going to allow play to continue. They spoke about this before the season started. And I'm quite sure that Ole knows this. And I don't know what is he talking about. What penalties did he not get yesterday? And then for a team as big as Manchester United to depend on penalties, then of course, what they talk about Bruno, that Bruno only score penalties, and they call Cristiano Ronaldo Penaldo, it is going to stick. Stop balling about PKs and focus on the game. Yesterday, the only category that Aston Villa beat Manchester United in was fouls. Manchester United had everything over Aston Villa, shots on goal, shots on total, possession, everything, and they still did not win. So all I need to focus on getting the right 11 on the pitch and having some form of, gelling of the team. Because to be honest, as I told Juna earlier, that Manchester United is filled with individuals. You don't see a play. And I don't want to lighten Manchester United with JFF because then Juna is actually going to lose his mind. But yesterday, Man U just never looked good. And they deserve the 1-0 loss.
Junior, let's hear what some of the families saying on the chat and then get your thoughts before we continue just quickly our EPL roundup.
Yeah, but show the chat there because El Pistolier said that's where Pogba plays for Juventus and that's where he usually... El Pistolier, that's where Pogba plays where? On the left wing? Come on, I hope you're not saying that. Greenwood is feeling the Ronaldo effect. He's not playing through the middle. He's doing his best to prove himself. Why El Pistolier? You might have a drink some tea, because they two comment them, Start Michael's harsh words from Junior. Prime Minister said, listening to these fans, you think football dead tomorrow. It's fine margins in the game. You know what?
Prime Minister, big up yourself. Big up Conrad Tully says, Man United for life. Real talk. Good afternoon, family. Big up yourself. Big week coming up. Go ahead, Junior.
Come on. Man U did not beat Aston Villa in every start of the game. Aston Villa should have been up 3. Sir Fridge almost get the bug of the century with that idiotic back pass to a left-footed goalkeeper to him right foot. You know that, right? That Villa should have scored. Villa got a wide open net on the left wing in about the first 10 minutes. Man U should have been down 2-3 love early. And Fridge would have, trust me, you think me light fire? The look on the gear face was like, what did I bring here, man? You know, some left-footed. We are putting on my right foot. Like, try to score. It's a comedy of errors. And it all, trust me, it all starts with McTominay and Fred. I'm telling you, you're right. Man, you have a bag of individuals, but right in the middle of the side. I'm telling you, when Varane look up for a midfielder, when him used to passing to my boy from Croatia, what name?
Luka Modric.
He used to pass it to Modric. He used to pass it to Kante, Pogba. And then look up and say, Fred and McTominay. When Ronaldo go back and run, you hear the commentator say one time, yeah, all the Manchester United strikers, they're very stagnant. They're just making a straight line. You know why, idiot? Because the two idiots with the ball don't know how to make a diagonal pass through the back. So Ronaldo stood up like, what you want me to do? One Musaka can't cross a ball to save him life. Cannot cross a ball to save him life. Bruno seemed to want to prove to Ronaldo that he should be getting more games for Portugal. We need a coach, man.
But big up, even though Manchester United take over the show, but big up to Emi Martinez. Come on, what a piece of banter yesterday with Emi Martinez demanding Cristiano Ronaldo take the PK and then dancing to the Manchester United fan after Bruno kicked a field goal. Your thoughts, quickly, come on.
I loved it. I was like, perfect mind game. It was, and it worked out perfectly. So it was comical. I thought it was funny. I know that Ronaldo is going to score like 15 on him next time in catch him. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there was a minute when Ronaldo looked, said, you know what, Fossey, I will take it. And I think Pogba or someone moved him away.
If I was in a good mood, I would want to give Ronaldo ball of the week, because Ronaldo showed a high level of he was
very professional. He was very professional.
But the professionalism started very early when they got the free kick or 23 yards out, and the commentator said, "Oh, this is Cristiano Ronaldo territory."
Yeah.
Wait, he's not making a step. Everybody that stayed there said, "Why is Bruno putting down the ball when you have Ronaldo coming up to take the free kick? What the hell are you doing?" And Ronaldo stood up. I said, "No, I'm going to take on myself." because him no want to start any drama.
Yeah, it was very perfect. And to
Yeah,
be fair,
you talk about the big man over, come on, man, you a fight over penalty.
yeah, but
That
to
would be the
be
headline.
and to be fair, football family, I mean, Bruno does have, I think, 90% or so, 90% conversion rate, right, from the spot. So
Yeah, but Ronaldo is Ronaldo. And Ronaldo
yes,
is
yes.
Ronaldo.
I am not defending that Bruno should ever take a penalty over Ronaldo.
Yo,
You know.
yo.
So no, all right then. So this is a good question. So Bruno is the designated penalty taker for Manchester United. Will he still be the designated PK taker after that shambolic PK yesterday?
Remember, Manu went through that, I think, last year, a couple years ago, when it was Pogba with that crazy run-up. He miss a penalty, then Rashford go miss a penalty. Then remember, Manu got that little rush. I think the same thing can happen. But, all right, there's a famous story when Pele came to Jamaica. I wasn't there, obviously. But Pele came to Jamaica with Santos, I believe. And me historians, them only can verify this. It's a story that my father tell me it go down in history. Pele came to Jamaica with Santos to play football, right? And I can't remember the defender, but the Jamaican defenders must have slide tackle Pele or give Pele in a national stadium, you know. Give Pele a hard tackle. And a fan ran on the field. People, and the story was people thought he want to run to Pele for go Pele. No! And the defender, the man run out and said, brother, you come kick out the biggest baller in the world. In other words, if Cristiano Ronaldo is on your team, 95th minute, and it's a penalty, even if Ole stand up there and say, Bruno for say, Ole, Bill, Ronaldo, hold this. Out of respect. When Ronaldo step into the locker room, Fred should answer, Ronaldo, hold this. Just like how Cavani did give up the number, right? We don't know what happened behind closed door, but them selling it that way. Just like how Phil Jones don't want to give Varane the number 4, that shows there's problems within the Man U locker room. You have an idiot who never played for about 5 years. I want to don't make me get started.
Let's kind of move away. The big up Prime Minister said he wanted to start a GoFundMe for Junior therapy session. Ball chat is covering the therapy session, Prime Minister.
I said my first 20.
So quickly, let's continue our EPL roundup. Wolves defeated Southampton 1-0. Arsenal. Big up yourself. Is Mikel Arteta safe now at Arsenal? As Arsenal kick out Spurs' teeth. Nuno said the game plan. What did he say? He said he had, to paraphrase, he had the right game plan, but he had the wrong personnel for the game plan. He's not trying to. Let me get the exact quote. He's not trying to throw any players under the bus, but he says it's his fault. He had a game plan, but in terms of having a game plan, you need to also make the right decision in terms of personnel. So he will take out.
Spurs is no good. I'm like, what is it going to take for Nuno to stay? Dele Alli looked as if he wanted to be anywhere but there. Harry Kane was missing out on the outside still. But easy chance, the only big ball up on the pitch was Son. No, you know what to for yourself, man. But then it's fair Wolves.
Nuno says, when you have a game plan, you have to make the right decisions in terms of who you want on the pitch to develop that game plan. So I take responsibility because the decision was not according to the game plan, end quote. So the decisions, he said he had a game plan and the decisions were not according to the game plan. Spurs in a spot of bother here. Junior, they've lost, 3 in a row after the hot start.
What a bother.
I told you guys.
That's what you call it.
I've told you guys, I said, look, Spurs is not what we think they are, right? Arsenal is not what we saw. Again, it shows the influence of party and company, regardless. I don't think Arsenal fans should come out now and say we're ready to fight for top 4. I don't think Tottenham fans should come out now and say, oh my God, the bridge is burning. We're going to fight for relegation now. No. I think we saw Arsenal gelling and getting to a place now where they can play good football. Their season just started last week as far as I'm concerned. Tottenham, I think they got a reality check. And come on, I agree with you 100%. Right now, Jose is sitting down at Roma, even though they get them, them penny pop. He sit down and say, well, I told you so. Come down and talk about, oh, change coach and Dele Ali forget more game. Well, I told you so. There's a reason why. And Jose should feel vindicated now because there's no way that Arsenal team should beat up Tottenham that way in a rivalry game. That tells me that the Tottenham players just don't have them heart in it.
Yeah, the fact that Harry Beer is still a linchpin in a midfield, not that he's not a bad player, speaks to other issues. Nuno have some work to do. Junior and Cameroon, yesterday, Brentford was absolutely impressive against Liverpool. Came away 3-3 with a point against Liverpool. Your thoughts on what Brentford did yesterday? And Mohamed Salah was absolutely impressive, but Brentford, I mean, you cannot. And does that loss by Arsenal at that Brentford Stadium, is it that bad?
I was going to say that. That was going to be my point. But go ahead, come on.
Yeah, go ahead, come on. I mean, Brentford looks like you go into that stadium and you're going to have to battle them to take those 3 points.
Yeah, but don't forget that Liverpool was wasteful as well.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, Liverpool was wasteful. And I think if they weren't that wasteful, it would have been a different result. Liverpool would have been victorious. So let us just say that. For Brentford to fight and continue fighting even when they were down, it just shows that this team, will not be going back to the championship. And the way they have been playing, I don't think that they should be. They're currently in 9th place, and I think they've done well. Yes, the Arsenal loss was still bad because it's a newly promoted team and it's Arsenal. Let us not forget that it's Arsenal. So it's still bad, but Brentford is showing that, people have to come to their stadium and people have to play them hard to get the 3 points. So it was a very good game yesterday. Liverpool deserved that 1 point because that's how they played. And I think Brentford deserved the whole 3 points because they never gave up.
Yo, and let's speak to the legendary himself, the one Mr. Mohamed Salah scored, 100 goals and 151 appearances for Liverpool yesterday. Mohamed Salah, formerly of Chelsea, is a proper footballer.
Formerly of Chelsea. I am disappointed with the coverage of the Premier League. Harry Kane win a golden boot, and we hear about it the entire weekend. Them talk about it non-stop. What Mohamed Salah has accomplished for Liverpool, I mean, it is exceptional. And I don't think he gets the recognition that he actually deserves. So I'm disappointed with how they phrase Mohamed's, epic journey. But he is a baller. And I don't know what happened yesterday. We could have seen 101, 102, 103 if he wasn't so wasteful. So I think Liverpool, as a matter of fact, when everybody was talking about Liverpool being down and out this season, I mean, look at it now. They're top of the table. And they didn't go there and they didn't buy a striker for £110 million. Madness. So I think Liverpool is in contention to win the Premier League this season.
Mohamed Salah said, you, the fans, keep me going. You give me more strength than I think you will ever know. Junior Tharko, this brother just really is in another class by himself. 100 goals, 151 appearances, fastest in Liverpool's history are, impressive.
You know what I think people overlook it, not us, what the general public, not the people that watch ball chat. People watch ball chat have sense. But what people are overlooking when you look at Salah is not a number 9. He's not a main striker. He's not up there as the only brother getting the ball. He's a part of a front three and he's coming off the wing in a league where, if anybody remember Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, anybody remember Zola. Look at the statue of Salah. He is a small winger scoring 100 goals in 150. Yo, that is crazy in a league where there are fit, angry, aggressive defenders every week. I agree with Cameron and Michael said to that the English media is obviously biased, and it's sad. It is sad because we see Theo Walcott, Aaron Lennon, them man they in a Salah physical class and can't have a time shoelace. But we say Lukaku can't take a shot on goal. But we say Salah got there score 100 goals. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, but Ball Chat is not English media. Ball Chat is media house, so we'll give Mohamed Salah his due. Big up to the Egyptian himself. Big achievement. Looking at the table before we move away from the EPL. Liverpool sitting on 14 points. Man City 13. Norwich look like them corner dog. Are we concerned about Leeds yet to win a football game? Junior.
Yeah, because what we were thinking about Leeds being top 4 at one point, right?
We.
So don't.
Don't.
When they started hot, you're like, Leeds might do something. But I mean, yes, we have to worry because Leeds is a much better football team than a Norwich, than a Southampton. I mean, better than a Burnley. So for them not to win any games is troublesome. And I think the coach is in trouble. I know one coach who won't be in any trouble, and that's Nuno. Teamwork safe, because nobody wants Tottenham job.
Any little thing to stick to, as Junior said, a steam knife with Juke goat is a steam knife with Juke cow. Junior, one thing I want to get your quick thoughts on. Leicester City is also sitting in the bottom half of the table. Normally we see Leicester City running deep, close to the top. You concerned, is this Leicester City run to its max?
No, this is post-COVID. This is the big dogs them returning to play as big dogs. As much as we rant about Man U, Leicester is not in the top 6 class. They're just not. They were never. They flirted with it because there were no fans in the stands. The energy was gone out of football for the high price footballers them. So this is where Brendan Rodgers and company can kind of come in and sneak in and get 1 and 2 games here. But I put Leicester, Leeds, all of these teams, they are one trick pony. They are so similar to Eddie Howe and Feamside. When Feamside did have the little run in the Premier League, and Brentford. I'm sending a warning shot to all of the bettors them out there what we're seeing for now. Want to put money on Brentford now. Wait until Premier League get boring. Wait until Premier League touch November, December when it get cold. The little pretty footballers in Brentford are playing. When time get cold, I'm not want to run as hard as him anymore. It'll catch up to them. And I think that's what caught up to Leeds. Leeds is a one-trick pony. Everybody know how Leeds play. Everybody know how Leicester play. So that's what's happening to them. The big dogs are now the big dogs again.
Graham Potter's Brighton, Hove Albion can take the lead at the end of the round as they take on Crystal Palace tomorrow with a victory over Crystal Palace. Just looking ahead quickly, big game next weekend, Liverpool versus Man City. Junior, and come on, your thoughts, your prediction. Big game. This is at Anfield. This is the big boys, the recent champions in EPL. Come on, can Man City coming off a PSG game in the Champions League? We'll get to Champions League in a minute. Coming off against PSG in the middle of the week. What do you expect from Man City against this Liverpool outfit?
I think Liverpool will beat Manchester City. I mean, Liverpool is clicking. I think this is a blip, versus Brentford. And Man City did beat Chelsea by only 1-0. It's a deflected goal. And Chelsea was not at their best. So I think Liverpool will actually beat Man City. And I think it's going to be 3-1.
Junior, Liverpool versus Man City next Sunday, 11:30 Eastern, our time in the States. Your official prediction. Can Man City make it 2 in a row in the EPL?
I think Man City is going to win that game because Pep circled this week as the week for his vindication. I think Pep is motivated this week the most that he has been in a while in his coaching staff, in his coaching career. So I think he's going to cap off the week with 3 good wins. I think he's going to beat Liverpool. I think he's going to beat PSG.
You know what? Before we get to Champions League in a few seconds, you know what was pretty strange in that Brentford game yesterday against Liverpool was how Brentford was constantly getting behind that Liverpool back line. Is there any concern there? I mean, that Brentford, Ivan Toney and company, and what's the other fellow striker, Mbumo, was constantly getting behind Van Dijk and Matip. I mean, Van Dijk and Matip are no slouch.
Them fast. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I run 20 fast like he used to run track for Calabar. In fast.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think when it comes to speed, I think there's a spot of bother, but I think the Liverpool defenders are smart, and what they lack in speed, they make up, in being intelligent. But let us face it, I run 20 fast, my boy.
So do you go with Raheem Sterling at Anfield on Sunday?
Oh. Look here. I don't know about Raheem get what? Raheem get 6 minutes. I don't think Raheem is going to factor into Pep's plans this season. And I think Raheem speedy, but I don't know if the football IQ comes with the speed. I mean, the marking maker, everybody loves Raheem, but Raheem sometimes makes some crazy decisions. They're like, so not everything speed kind of fix.
Marvelly family, come on. Junior, you wouldn't start Raheem this Sunday. I mean, we know he's had a rough go at it at Anfield.
Raheem is not starting, and simply, well, I wouldn't start him simply because it's a different game. Brentford attacks Liverpool differently than how Man City going to attack Liverpool. Man City is going to condense the field and just surround them and compress the field. There's no need for Liverpool to worry about space. What they're going to need to worry about is concentration. Man City is going to test their concentration. I think some people are saying, but if Man City play 3 big games in a week, what that do for them? Be honest. You think Man City came off the field yesterday tired? They have the ball the whole time. They're only playing in half of the field. That is how they're going to play against Liverpool.
But
Junior, all right. Take time, twist the knife, and I'm about.
But so Junior, one quick thing before and we move into Champions League, we push it up against the time. Brentford seems to do simple long balls, right, over Liverpool's back line.
Speed.
That is
speed.
So why wouldn't Man City employ the similar tactics?
Why?
So when you kick the ball over there now with the speed and whatever now, look, I take it though.
Raheem Sterling.
But it's not about that. Man City is going to possess the ball past half line. Where is the space to kick the ball there? Put it this way. You're going to see Alisson, I promise you this. You're going to see Alisson doing this. Going like this to Virgil the whole time. Like this. You always step up. Because that's all Man City going to do. When put Virgil right in Alisson lap. And just Man City going to play scrimmage football for that big field. That's all I'm doing. Turning the game into a scrimmage game and say, can you play within tight spaces? Can you defend within tight spaces? So Virgil not going to get a chance for stretch him legs or run a man down the wing. You're not going to get that. Virgil will have to react, and then we have to depend now on Trent and company. If they want to play cover in the space, they're going to have to depend on communication. It's a different game next week. I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
Right now, City's on the war part.
Big game next week. Liverpool versus Man City. Big matchup. And of course, watch out for Manchester United versus Everton. Manchester United will be coming off Champions League against Villarreal. So maybe Everton. Champions League match day 2 Tuesday and Wednesday. Man City versus Paris, 3 p.m. Come on. Messi's out. Paris got a victory this weekend with a very good goal by Idris Gueye. Your expectation as Man City go running into the Parc Prince to take on Paris?
Come on, Paris are going to beat them.
Is it that simple? Paris is just going to dismiss Man City? I mean, if you're Pep Guardiola going into this game against Paris, You can even run out bench some of your regulars, right? There's nothing
No,
to
no,
show
no,
here.
no, no. It's going to be pride. Play Raheem Sterling. Start Raheem Sterling. You're not starting in league play. Make him go and run up and down. You're going to
Yeah,
have
I
something to
mean,
prove in Champions League.
so I mean, if I'm Pep, I would probably play some of the bench warmers this game. And I mean, knowing that Paris and Man City will make it out of the group, the bigger fish to fry is against Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. So you focus on that game. Junior, your thoughts on Paris versus Man City? Big game on Tuesday. We have Atletico versus Milan also. A big game on Tuesday.
Pep is on the war path. He has something to prove. I'm telling you, this is his week to show that he has not lost a step. He is going to go to PSG, regardless of who he put out there. You're going to see a focused Manchester City going there for the win. They are sending this is their message week. They're sending a message.
Other games that you're looking forward to on Tuesday, family. Champions League match day 2. Atletico versus Milan. Man City versus Paris. Liverpool plays Porto. Should be a formality. Liverpool travels to Portugal to play Porto.
That Milan game.
Milan did surprise me in that Liverpool contest.
Yeah, but Brentford didn't surprise you against Liverpool.
Yeah.
So.
But interestingly, Atletico Madrid lost to Alaves big up to Alaves in the Spanish La Liga. They defeated Atletico Madrid this week, Ken. So let's see. Yeah. This group might be a little bit more competitive than I expected. And on Wednesday, Junior, your team need a victory Wednesday against Villarreal.
All they needs a victory Wednesday. All they needs one of those 4-0 games, because if they not beat Villarreal after the way they lost the Europa Cup final, if you don't beat Villarreal and beat them convincing, then the question is going to be, so why buy Sancho and why buy Ronaldo?
We won't mention Manchester United again. Michael Starboy. Juventus versus Chelsea. Come on. Your assessment. I mean, Juventus in the bottom half of the Scudetto. They picked up a victory today, this weekend.
Chelsea's supposed to beat Juventus. We're not even asked price. 1-0.
1-0. Is that so you're going to win all your games and 1-0?
A buck up. So City win for them 1. So Aston Villa win for them 1. We need it.
Yeah.
1-0, 2-0, still 3 points.
Yeah. Big game, Champions League game coming down this week. As we get ready to segue to Yard Ballers, highlighting Jamaican football players plying their trade overseas. Football family, if you're new to the show, please subscribe to the content. Subscribe to Ball Chat YouTube page. Subscribe to Ball Chat Facebook page, and subscribe to Facebook to FlowSports. Let's get ready to Yard Ballers. Come on, we're going with Cavaliers.
Why, Cavaliers are lead in the first leg versus Tivoli Gardens. So Anderson produced a late winner for Cavaliers. Listen, I try to watch the game to kind of have an idea, but it is so painful. Mercy, can we play some good football? But anyway, so Waterhouse with a 1-0 lead in the first leg versus Mount Pleasant. Bradford of Waterhouse with his 5th goal in 4 games. So the second leg of the semis resume on Wednesday, September 29th. So if we're not a football to watch, we can watch that. So Mikel Antonio scored 1 goal.
Sorry, come on. Is this Mount Pleasant trophy to lose?
Come on. But Waterhouse are going to beat them.
Okay.
Waterhouse looked better. So I think Waterhouse will win the entire thing.
And Admiral Bailey, Admiral Bailey, the big belly man, aka technical director for TG, is doing some behind the scenes assistance here. Can TG overturn this deficit against Cavalier with the big belly man?
No. Cavalier with the young players. I think Cavaliers. I mean, as much as we complain that the football is kind of hard to watch, I think Cavalier will do. I think they'll win it, but I don't think they're good enough to beat Waterhouse.
Okay, all right. Continue. Yard Ballers.
So Mikel Antonio, somebody said Mikel Antonio the best striker in the world. I don't know what Jamaicans are drinking or smoke. He scored 1 goal in a 2-1 win over Leeds. As I said, Ethan Pinnock scored 1 goal in a 3-3 draw versus Liverpool. But he was injured, so I think Tapa now is in a spot of bother because who injured? Damien Lowe have a little injury, Ethan Pinnock have a little injury, Leon Bailey have injury, Shamar Nicholson have injury. I hear Corey Burke have an ankle injury, so we don't know how it'll work out. So Andre Lewis and Shane Beckford had a good showing in their team's 3-1 victory. They play for Switchback, Colorado Switchback in USL. Each player notched 1 goal. Lamar Walker scored his team 6-1 victory. He plays for Miami FC. Nico Brett had a brace and an assist in his team's 4-0 victory during the week. Birmingham is now playing Charlotte, I think it is. And Nico scored a goal to equalize. It's halftime. So Nico is now on 15 goals. So hopefully Nico can, score some more goals and get a call up from Tapa because Tapa really is short now when it comes to players. So that's my Yard Ballers roundup. I'll see you guys next week.
Does Darren Mattax get a call, Junior? And come on, he's been scoring goals for Phoenix Rising, and come on, so we shot. Do you guys support Darren Mattax getting called back as we get ready for USA in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers October 7th? All right, Junior, come on, is thinking on that one as we push home family. Darren Mattax.
You ask Junior. Listen, Darren is a good striker. When Darren plays for Jamaica, more or less he scores for us. But Darren has not played for over a year. He just started playing back 5 games, 3 goals. But Nico Brett has 14 goals. So if we're going to make the case that Darren to get a call up, what is the case for Nico Brett? Nico Brett has 14 goals. Mattax has 3 goals. Nico Brett has been playing consistently. So what is the argument? What is the argument? Yes, Shamar is injured. Corey Burke is injured. You're going to call Darren. Then Nico deserve a call up as well. So, I mean, I don't know. Oh, before we even run, Wint is saying that we're in a spot of bother when it comes to money. Jamaica, JFF is financially strapped. There are $100 million in debt because of this campaign. I'm going to tell you this, 1 point costs us 100 million. JFF, shut it down. Let's lock it up.
Yeah, quickly before we go where we are. Junior, the Darren Mattax, should you call him back? And this statement by the General Secretary of the JFF, Dalton Wynn, said the money, them broke, brother. The money running out. Is Junior still with us? No, it seems like Junior is not. He stepped away. Come on, quickly your thoughts on Dalton Wynn's statement, because every 4 years is the same thing as we get ready to go home, family.
So the man said we need help. We are struggling. Him said them need financial help because they spent 100 million for 3 World Cup qualifiers. Remember, 3, and we only have 1 point, and the man spent 100 million. So you know what is going to happen? Players are not going to get paid. Them are going to strike. We're going to have the same excitement and the drama again like before. So it's interesting. He's saying that, we need help. We definitely need help. We're struggling. If you continue to take from something and you're not adding, then one day you'll reduce it to 0. Full Darren Wint, whatever your name, Dalton Wint, sell the jersey them. The people them will buy the jersey. That is one source of income. As the one man say him want 5 jerseys for his family. Sell the jersey them for 90 US a piece and people will buy the jersey. Dalton Wynn, that's how you make money. Sell stuff. Sell game-worn jersey. Everybody want to know Mikel Antonio. Sell, auction off a Mikel Antonio worn Jamaica jersey. Auction off the socks. Make the players them. Auction off them boots. Want to know how I make no money? Call me. We can auction off things and get money into the players. Sell the jersey them so the man them can wear the people them jersey and you can't have money. I just don't understand. Anyways, the man said that's where we're heading if we're not able to replenish the supply. The Reggae Boys are disappointed last in whatever. We know all of that. We never want to know. After October, we'll start getting to the point when we would struggle. We are using some innovative ways of pulling through by deferred financing, but it can't continue indefinitely. Sell the jersey them. Tell Mikel Antonio for auction off in Jamaica jersey.
Yep.
Some of the things we have been doing are to reallocate funds that were budgeted for other areas. What other areas? Because you don't have a female thing. But anyways, and I refer to, so it says, they don't have sponsors and they're looking for sponsors. And he's saying despite the global appeal of the Reggae Boys brand, they're not making any money. Sell the jersey, sir.
Yep. Reggae Boys versus USA watch along October 7th. We will definitely be live next weekend. We'll start discuss more on the Reggae Boys football family. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Come on. We don't want to set up a blood pressure today about the Reggae Boys and the lack of money and the lack of resources, as Mr. General Secretary, Mr. Wint said. So we'll discuss that next week. Football family, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Ball Chat YouTube page. Subscribe to the FlowSports YouTube page. Liverpool versus Man City next week. Respect Liverpool fans as Liverpool try to make it another victory over City. We also have in the middle of the week Man City versus PSG in Champions League. Big games coming down. You can connect with us on Instagram, Ball Chat Podcast. We're on Twitter and Ball Chat 1. We're on Facebook at Ball Chat. And we're on email. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. We want to thank the family for joining us. Hey, come on, El Pistolero says, don't talk, come on. Liverpool Tivoli can overturn that deficit against Cavalier.
We shall see.
Yo, family, we're gone. We are, Bless up.
All right. Bye.